Hi everyone, Erin here from Real Wig Fun. Thanks so much for joining me. So many of you guys know that I've been reviewing wigs for a while now, and I enjoy reviewing a wide range of different styles and different colors to help you with your buying decision. It doesn't mean, however, that all of the styles that I show you are personally good fits for me. And this is one of them. Although it's a gorgeous style, it definitely has a specific style and vibe that isn't necessarily feel like me. And that doesn't mean that just because it's not a personal favorite of mine for me to wear, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the piece at all. In fact, if this is something that you're comfortable in wearing and this is your style, then it just might be the perfect fit for you. But if you're at the point and you're at the beginning of your wig journey and you're looking for your very first wig, my best advice to you is looking for a style, a color, and a density of a piece that most looks like you when you loved your hair the most. That way, when you get that wig home and put it on your head for the first time, it doesn't feel foreign. Personally, that helped with my wig journey. I remember ordering a whole bunch of wigs online and getting them home and so excited and opening them up and putting one on only to take it off quickly to try the next one. And frankly, I was a little bit discouraged. I felt like I wasn't finding what I needed or what I wanted. And I think part of that had to do with what I chose to order for my first wigs were more inspirational or aspirational of what I had always hoped my hair would look like, but never did. So I readjusted and collected myself and decided, okay, I'm gonna order something that looks like my bio hair when I loved it the most. And that was the trick for me. Once I started to gain confidence in wearing that first piece that felt most like me, it got me to the point where I felt comfortable and confident enough to start to branch out into different colors and different styles. And 3 years later, I can tell you, it is an absolute blast to have the opportunity to be able to try so many different styles in so many different colors and share them all with you. With all of that said, I did want to share with you Wille's brand new Heaven, and I have this style in Pearl Blonde Rooted. As you can clearly see, Heaven is a mid to longer length wavy style, and it definitely has a definitive style to it. What I would encourage you to consider is you're not going to make this style something that it isn't. With all of that said, I also believe very strongly that women should play around with their styles and make them their own. But generally, this style definitely has a certain attitude about it. Heaven is part of Wille's High Power collection. It's made from their HD synthetic fibers. It is a petite, average size cap. With that said, my 22-inch circumference head is feeling great within this cap. Now, I do have the adjusters almost at the furthest points. This style has an extended lace running all the way into the ear tabs, and it has a left-handed monofilament part. I'll show you the illusion of scalp. I think the illusion of scalp is decent. If you wanted to accentuate or deepen that, what you could do is put a little bit of powder, similar to the color of your scalp, within this parting space. When I first got her out of the box, I have to admit, I was like, I'm not sure what to do with this. So the waves were a little bit tighter. All I did was I took my fingers and raked my fingers through these waves. I didn't want to disturb it too much because it will just get bigger, okay? So I just used my fingers to rake through these fibers here just to loosen them just a little bit. And the second thing I did was just sort of playing around with these front sections and getting them to lay. Like, this lays beautifully. I haven't put any product or anything for it to stay that way. So the swoop of here, I think, is really beautiful. Many Wille styles are considered lighter density pieces. Now, I wouldn't say that this is light density. I would say it's probably medium. With that said, if you like to tuck, you can absolutely tuck this piece. It's not so dense that it would prohibit you from doing that. All right, why don't I do a turn so that you can see heaven on all sides? So clearly, this is my front. This is my right side and the back. My left-hand side and back to the front. There's lots of beautiful layers in this piece. So these front sections here are 7 inches, which makes sense because my face from hairline to chin is 7 inches. The crown is 12 inches, and then both the sides and the nape are 11.5. And altogether, this wig weighs 4.7 ounces. I'll go ahead and take it off so I can show you the inside of her cap, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, she's got a left-handed monofilament part. There's a generous amount of room to play around with the parting space at the opening here. The lace front that's running all the way into the felt-covered ear tabs, wefted sides, back, and you've got an extended nape. And you can see where I have these Velcro adjusters almost all the way out. There's a little bit of room to let it out. I would say in general, with this petite average cap, I think a 22.5-inch circumference head could get away with it, but probably not more than that. I have Heaven in Pearl Blonde Rooted, which is really a mix of 3 different blondes and a shaded root. So you've got this platinum color running through the distribution of this shade mixed with medium ash blonde, light pale blonde, and then the shaded roots. You know what this reminds me of? If you are a modern day Farrah Fawcett, perhaps this style is right up your alley. And if you're interested in this piece, you can head over to wigsbypattispearls.com. Use my discount code ERYNN, ERYNN 25 to save. Stay well and stay safe. Bye, everybody.